majority of Americans. They'll eventually get to this. You mentioned John Edwards. He's probably got the most well-defined health care plan than any of the candidates right now.
Well, Dennis Kucinich says just Medicare for all, so that's
okay, political reality.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that you're going to have to navigate in the halls of Washington, and I think the first thing that you can do is you can go with prenatal care. We have the money to do that, and that is something that we have really been neglecting, that portion of our society. Single mothers need help. Prenatal care is something that's going to have to be addressed. I also think preventative care is something that is something that we can invest in. So as far as stages are concerned, to move to get everybody covered, I think you can do it within probably a decade. But it's going to take time. But that would be, I think, the best way to start to do it. And I think the Democrats will do it. I have confidence. I mean, I know that Hillary and Obama and Edwards are very focused on this. And I think that they have got a good plan, generically speaking. But the lobbying power in Washington is very strong. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. I think we can get everybody covered and that there'll be insurance opportunities. But then I also think that people that don't have health care right now, I think that we do have the money to do something about that.
What did that person just say?
He said, we don't have time, people are dying.
Well,
sure, people are dying, and people are going to continue to die. I mean, the way the system is set up right now, you're not going to be able to wave a magic wand and all of a sudden health care is fixed in this country. You're going to have to do it in stages. But the key is that the Republicans have done nothing, and that's the political reality of it.
Well, you know, I think I don't think that we have. I agree with whoever shouted that out. We don't have the time. I understand how realpolitik and real economics and trying to change what has been in effect here for a long time, how that works. It does take time. But Ed touched on it, not just prenatal care, but preventive medicine. How many illnesses do we have in this country because we just don't take care of ourselves? We eat garbage, we smoke, we drink. So much of this is caused because there's no education out there. That's another thing I want to see a candidate talk about is preventive medical care and alternative medical, holistic medicine. You know, you don't have to go get something cut out. If someone will explain to you how to eat and how to breathe and how to think, then a lot of those diseases won't even be there. So it's all part of it.
And I think that's a great point. But we're in an ideological struggle in this country. This guy has vetoed three things: stem cell research twice and the war funding, okay, the change in the policy in Iraq. This is the most anti-science administration that this country's ever had to deal with. Embryonic stem cell research could open up the floodgates to research to cure a lot of people that's costing us a lot of money in this country when it comes to health care. If we just move forward and push forward for embryonic stem cell research, we'll save a lot of money in the long haul. It's part of fixing the health care system in this country.
I think everybody obviously agrees on the importance of attacking the health care problem, but I want to echo the statements of Governor Uger over here. Because the key to it is, to me, is not the policy, which Lord knows I couldn't even begin to talk about. I think I know less than Stephanie. Which is
no.
You know what? I'm sorry. I went too far. I don't know less than Stephanie. But
if I hadn't drinking this much vodka, I would come over there and kick her out.
The key here is what Cenk said is the politics of it, because no matter what is proposed by whatever candidate, especially if they start attacking and start selling it the way Cenk sold it, you're going to get hit with, you're a socialist. This is socialized medicine. And we cannot cower when the response comes. We cannot.
Yeah.
You have to stand up and you have to fight it because, again, everybody wants it. Who's going to argue against prenatal care, for crying out loud? But Democrats will be tepid and fearful. Oh, you guys want Canada. You want to socialize. And we got to be strong.
Ben, I mean, Ed raises a good point. Democrats are not perfect. But you know what? they are the party that actually cares about people.
Of course,
I think
yes.
they like to actually get some health care that works in this country. You know, this, and I'd love to see science back as well. Did you see the Surgeon General testifying, Dr. Carmona? When he said he was told not to go to the Special Olympics because that's a Democratic thing.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I mean,
And you know what? It is.
yeah.
It is the Democrat thing.
Well, let me just wrap this with.
You know, it's
just
funny.
putting
It's
up-
just, I'm sorry, but I guess for a brief moment, I thought the Special Olympics was about the Special Olympians. It turns out it's about the Kennedys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is for the Bushies. And just to put a fine point on all this, we actually do in the United States have a single-payer healthcare system and socialized medicine. Right. The socialized medicine is called the Veterans Administration, the Veterans Administration Medical System. And it works quite well, thank you very much. It's badly underfunded, but once you get into the system, you've got a lot of vets who are saying this system's working quite well, until the last couple of years. I mean, you've got to... And the single-payer healthcare system that we have in the United States is called Medicare. And it's a genuine, honest-to-God single-payer healthcare system. It's just not available to everybody.
Right.
And so if you want to have single-payer healthcare overnight, all you have to do is say everybody is covered by Medicare, period.
Yeah.
You know, and you pull it out of the military budget. So. Anyhow, we're going to take a break. It's 8:30. 8:30, yeah, 8:30. We're going to take just a 15-minute intermission. Some of our sponsors are out in the hallway: IKEA, Quantum NeuroCare, Stickney Research, Aesthetic Dentistry of Bellevue. Please drop by and thank them. Pick up some of their literature. You know, it's our sponsors who make it possible for us to be on the radio. It's really important that you support our sponsors. It really is. And we'll be back. We'll just make it a 15-minute break. We'll be back out here in 15 minutes. So let's just thank you.